I have just attempted a joke. It was unsuccessful.
I question the logic of doing everything in AI voice. I hope they're gonna have real hosts. Hope they get a better AI voice. Yeah. It's very uncharismatic. Get ready for new games. Let's go. AI stealing jobs.
Wow. Wow, great job, little AI buddy. Tiny Build's a great choice. And why don't we keep our little deep mind training session going here? Let's see if we can get you firing off as much gaming knowledge as an energy drink fueled room of PC gamer writers. Find a game in their upcoming catalog that's
I think they said
world,
we're gonna have.
player, and give me
I think they said AI is really hot right now, so let's find a way to integrate it into the show. So let's do a segment with AI. It's all the rage. It's gonna help the SEO. This is the pre-show, yeah. Yeah. I don't think he even got to hear the AI voice. He will be given prompts to interact with it.
Find AI. That sand footage has me pumped for some Arrakis-style action and feeling faintly inadequate for being unable to grow a fantastic early 1900s mustache.
But then it's
In many
Dune.
ways, we are both in beta form, Sean.
Sure. But let's try a little learning exercise instead, shall we? What if I wanted to keep the sandy vista, but without the Austro-Hungarian space colonization? Something, I don't know, cutesy.
Do you suffer from any allergies, notably feline hair?
No.
Then you might consider Critter Cove.
I feel like if the production value was less, it would be more fun. You know, just dudes talking without a script. Just get a bunch of streamers together and put them there. Day 9 is great, but given this position, it's really hard to make a natural flow.
Critter Cove looks adorable. It's exactly the kind of game that would put me at risk of neglecting my actual cat, Sheriff. Ugh, even the thought
I
of
have
that
no
is
idea what's
upsetting.
going
My
on.
little darling princess with a little feline frown? Ah, are you as afraid of that as I am, AI?
As an AI language model, I do not experience your feelings of
I'm
fear.
so sick of
However,
that.
I understand that human anxieties are often soothed through simulated eradication. Would you like me to distract you from your cat-based neurosis with the thrill of virtual extermination?
Yeah, I would. What have
Out
you
of
found?
respect for Day 9,
it with
I'm
fire
trying
too.
not to use the cringe word.
Oh, Spider-Geddon. Oh, yeah.
Someone wrote this. Oh no, I love spiders. I don't like this game. Of course, I kill all critters in Warcraft 3, but it's so realistic here. I love spiders because they eat mosquitoes and they're awesome. Sorry, but who's Day 9? Day 9 was a good level Brood War player. Became Brood War caster, all kinds of caster, host. Yeah, he's a really famous caster. I don't like mosquitoes. Yeah, I would hit mosquitoes. I don't want to kill spiders with fire.
Well, singe my eyebrows and call me T800. Kill it with fire too looks like a great way to let off a little steam without getting your home insurer involved. Hey AI, let's see how you deal with upscaling. Let's stick with the
I want to see the Twitch chat.
kill it theme, but let's make the danger a little bigger.
Would a bear be an adequate-sized foe?
Bigger.
A monster truck? Suggesting the largest and most ferocious beings to ever walk the earth, dinosaurs.
I bet this is
Clever
not
girl.
scripted. Can't wait for Stormgate. I'm here for Baldur's Gate 3. We recently caught like
I believe my programming has developed
12 mice in the shed.
I will now
All humanely trapped, kept alive, and then
Welcome to
dropped
the
in the
Grubsters.
forest. They were super cute.
Belgadon, 32 months. Thanks, Grubby.
Monkey Island and Fallout. Result.
Yeah, Twitch chat was really
Future,
polite.
Coming to PC in 2023.
Meet Curtis, the last man on Earth. Help him set
We
up
found this really good mouse trap that has a little bucket lid that they fall through a chute. When I got to the bucket, they were trying to jump out. I checked twice a day so that they don't have to spend too long inside. And I put a bunch of grass and food at the bottom so that they don't feel too like watched and sad while they're waiting.
Explore the flooded city.
This looks like a mobile game.
There are even cute robots to do chores for you. Let the AI take over your job. Dismantle old world gadgets for
Did you watch Heroes Nations Cup? No, I didn't watch it.
and cook it. If this sounds like a good time to you,
What do you do with them after? I would take them. We had like anywhere from 1 to 4 per day. They were all over the shed. They left shit on everything. And I would walk them to like a nearby forest, like half a kilometer away, so that they're not likely to get back into our shed. The breed of the mouse is called boss mouse or forest mouse. No, wood mouse. It was the wood mouse. So I figured dropping them in the woods is right where they belong. Of course, they think they belong in our shed, where we had some bird food that they got into. But I think they belong in the woods. Do you have any update on your Divinity Original Sin 2 journey? I'm planning out how I'm gonna do it, Goody. I'm thinking about it all day. I'm gonna start very, very soon, this week. I'm gonna start the week from 12 June to 19 June sometime. And I'll be very clear about the plan and the news and stuff. Right to your neighbor's shed. I thought about it, but no, I dropped them in no habitation. No human habitation. They may survive that, Vivi, but it's still pretty sad.
You will be pleased to know, Sean, that I have identified an
Welcome to the
appetite for
Grubsters.
shows on 97.6%
Evers for 19,
success
37
rate of
months.
exciting your
Have you
viewing
been
public.
surviving this
It
otherworldly
combines
heat?
dynamic
Yep.
airship
We have
combat
aircon,
with
except
modern day
Cass's aircon broke, so I have aircon. Logan has aircon, but Cass does not. Something wrong with her, with the compressor. Oh, and it's the weekend, so we can't call for help. So I've been surviving. My wife is suffering. Thoughts with her. Compressor, not compress her. Do you stay in separate rooms? No, she's quietly sitting every single stream in my room. Unallowed to speak. People will ask her, do you... Oh, and she's not allowed to press the keyboard too. Just sitting demure by my side, like a good wife should. What's the black rectangle in the bottom right? I don't think that's mine. Wait, let me check. I think that's theirs. Yeah, that's theirs. Huh? Oh, what? Oh! Closed captions for streams. But, like, what if I don't want it? Let me refresh. I'll probably get an ad again. Okay, I must have pressed it or something. No, wait, why? Oh, I can move it. But what if I don't want it? Oh, I could resize it. I'll just hide it under my webcam. Then. Oh. Okay. Next time I'm gonna look for it. And there's like this tiny box. I can't find it anywhere. Under the carpet it goes. Now you know how I run the household.
Open world steampunk gunslinging complete with kick-ass airships.
Out of sight, out of mind.
AI, I'm basically like a father figure to you. What would you do if outlaws destroyed this entire place,
It's
including
under the
me?
rug.
Would you take
All right,
to the
no kidding,
skies?
okay? No kidding.
Vengeance on those
One time, Logan puked on my carpet, and I got a cloth, and I wiped the puke off the top of the carpet,
mob again.
and then some got through on the underneath, and I wiped that as well,
Capable of missing you, Sean.
and I cleaned it all up and stuff, and it was a done deal. But then, like, weeks or months later, I lifted the carpet and realized I left the cloth underneath.
No one can say
Nah, it's just a joke story for
a
fun.
pretty excellent AI. Software capable of
a
seeking
joke
out
story.
and critiquing the latest
didn't
games
happen.
coming to PC. It's just a shame it lacks something more personal. I mean, imagine what a co-host this AI could be if it had access to every bit of information on the internet. But it had the likability, the human touch of, say,
Is he going to cut to the PC Gamer stream? This is it.
Frankie! Oh, stick around because it is not long until the show starts, and I would hate for you to miss out on the biggest exclusives, a truckload of first looks, and a promising new co-host. Ha! Let's start.
Can you put
the
these
PC
interludes under the
Gaming
carpet? Dude, this feels like episode 80 or whatever in Bleach. The filler episode. Don't you know? Do you personally know Day 9? Did you hang together? We've met many times, yeah. The following program is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. This presentation contains flashing images. More fantastic acting. Oh, hello, guys.
Hey, Frankie! Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023, and I kind of want to make a few updates.
Sure, I mean, it's already
to the
packed
cluster.
with world
The
exclusives,
1
in-depth
months,
interviews
founded
with the
under
biggest
the
studios,
concept, I guess you
crazy
can have it.
good giveaways. What more can we add?
Well,
Thank-
look,
thanks, Bit
I don't
Mouse.
want to get into the, detail work, the minutia, the fine print, the ethically sinister motives behind true innovation. No,
You know what's funny?
What I've
They're
realized
talking, but I
is
don't
that
get
I can't
anything.
do this show without you.
Oh, sure.
I don't
Or
get
at least
the message.
a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean, we got things to plan, code to write. Oh, listen, also, I brought in some new assistants, to help really bring the show to life. And it
They're
would be
talking without
so
saying
great
anything?
if they could
Yeah,
just stop by
Americans
your
are really
place
good at it.
in Little old London town. To just
I'm
get
so
the
bad
ball
at it.
rolling. Does that sound good?
I suppose if it's for the show.
Excellent.
She doesn't sound American, though.
Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind. Now, please give
That
my love
woman
to
is
Gunther
Frankie?
and Helga.
Which
they're
woman?
Great guys. Very thorough.
Used to host CSGO stuff. Okay, thank you. Her name was just on screen.
Hello, are you Sean's guys?
Could you act like this, Grubs? Yeah, I'm learning from this.
Mr. Sean has many great ideas for the show.
Oh,
you are lucky
that's-
to know such a man. He is
That's
a
her real
visionary.
voice.
Visionary.
He is a man with his eyes locked on the future, like a horse staring into the sun.
A majestic horse.
They're both
Great
supposedly
outfits.
German
If
accents.
you like the look of Game A, then check out this world exclusive of Game B.
Necessary data
Like it
for
or
all.
not, but this is what gamers really want. They did a lot of market research, and this is what actually works on gamers, which is you and me. So
Frankie,
we're very
thank you
entertained
for your
and interested
unwavering
now.
service to the PC Gaming Show.
Jetzt bin ich aber
Your
verärgert.
services will not be
Ich
required
auch.
this year as we pivot towards the future. No hard feelings, Sean
I must not
Daylight,
be a
AI
gamer.
visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a
Who is Frankie? That was Frankie. Who are you? This is literally the best part of the show so far, the music. This would have been better filler.
Oh, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2023.
Is he live now?
I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and today, I'm not just joining you on a tour of the finest upcoming PC games. I am standing with you on the bleeding edge of innovation.
This must be pre-recorded
I've
too.
revolutionized how this show is made. Production crew, ditched him, don't need him. It's just me, my automated systems, and this one guy I've hired on work experience. Say
What's
hi,
Ligma?
Dakota. Hey. So what does the face of the future look like? Weirdly, pretty familiar. Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
Hello, broadcast viewers. I am Frank AI, a virtual co-host based on professional gaming icon Frankie Ward, utilizing deep learning neural networks.
Super duper. And
Scott 3
what do you have lined up for
15
us?
months.
I have analyzed the entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion forums for the most anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase, including titles like Stormgate, Path of Exile 2, PAX Day, June Awakening, and finally Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Wait, are those like the jingly dancing guys from England? Are you sure that's a real game?
My mistake, Sean. Morris Men is a game concept I devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam titles. Would you like me to generate another?
You know, instead, let's just get things rolling with something that actually exists.
All right, let's go
First up,
Frostpunk
from
2.
11-bit studios, we return to an icy apocalypse in Frostpunk 2.
I, for one, love this. I'm gonna time you out for that. What the fuck? Okay. Too far, too far. Yeah, welcome back.
Hear it?
I've never felt more a gamer than today.
It's restless. Ambition requires men to feed upon.
Also, 24 months. I am proud that this spring
It also needs time, direction, and
Work the children
sacrifice.
24/7. Work the children in coal mines. Woo!
But for every man who fulfills his calling, there are thousands left with nothing. It's them who knock
You know why there's bubbles?
and open the door.
Because Frostpunk is so bubbly. Such a happy mood. The city must not fall. No gameplay. What's it about? I didn't understand. Well, it's a sequel to Frostpunk 1. Similar game, I guess. It was just a hype trailer. Oh my god, Minecraft! Minecraft 2. Fortnite 2. This is Minecraft, right? Tear down. Creative mode.
Hey, check it out. I don't even need to write my own script for this
Skip.
show anymore. All right, wait.
Skip.
All right. Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration, visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling. Fans of immersion will... yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this. So, I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning.
I don't get
Until
it.
that point, let's just go ahead and dive right into our next previews with Nivalis, Jumplight Odyssey.
They're so
and Road to
illogical scripts. So illogical conversations. Things you would never say in real life.
When you close your eyes. Are they closed? What do you see?
I wish AI never happened until after this show, so we didn't get bombarded with pseudo AI crap. Like AI invented tomorrow.
Maybe you've been here before. That was just a dream. Now, it's time to come home. This is your apartment. The sounds of the nightclubs nearby are the heartbeat
Is that
of the city.
Kriparian's avatar?
The street food smells drift through your windows and make your head swim. It's hard to sleep here. Your restless legs want to walk the busy streets. Let's explore.
Pleasant narration.
Nivalis is a city in the clouds. But you can't make a rainbow without a little rain. Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's not so bad down here. We can go fishing, take a boat ride, soak up the atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him. I can even help you run your new business venture. A noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll climb.
It's like Outer Wilds.
Don't look down.
Pixel art.
As your digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships with my personality matrix. Business partners, friends, rivals, enemies, maybe even lovers. It's all about saying the right thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully. There's a city you see when you close your eyes. It's called Nivalis. Consider this your invitation.
Alright, I'm sold. Noodles. I love me some nudes. Nivalis Steam.
Princess, the Zetopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not here yet. Prepare defenses.
Add it to wish list.
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering's on it. Zetopan warship in system.
Don't lose hope now. Red alert!
Blast doors sealed. Turrets online.
Jump light report.
Jump light calibration almost complete, Your Highness. Incoming Zetopan fighter. Ships jumping
No
in.
noodles. UC.
One meter engaging enemy force. Taking heavy loss. They're coming on deck.
Combat division, handle those boarders.
Interesting graphic choices.
ETA on jump.
Jump light in 5.
Looks good enough. It looks good enough to enjoy. If the gameplay's good.
Not today, Voltan.
I like the combination between actual comics, Jump Light, Odyssey. That looks pretty cool. Grenszone. Yo, there's Dutch representation. Let's go. A hardcore survival FPS game in a post-apocalyptic. Usually post-apocalyptic means a lot of walking and not a lot of action. So far the gameplay is selling me on that. I prefer pre-apocalyptic. And then you invoke the apocalypse. Are there a lot of pre-apocalyptic games? Like everything's going well, but then you make like a mistake as a player and it plunges the world into darkness. An average day in Ohio. Roto Vostok. Free demo available on Steam now.
Content reminders enabled. Upcoming games in the next 30 minutes include Path of Exile 2, the full Ferocious trailer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, and Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. Failure to keep watching will lead to a personal system failure.
I was gonna hope
Lies
she
of
said
P,
death.
the Pinocchio Bloodborne-like game, is just a couple months off, and it's got me thinking, what other untapped literary veins are just waiting to be gamified?
I can generate a list of game concepts, pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. We want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1. Great Expectations, Dirt Bike Racer.
Who wrote these scripts?
I don't really know what the
I
market is
wrote
for
them.
Next.
Concept 2. Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Sweet Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3, Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more?
It's artful, but a little problematic. I mean, why don't you just throw something together like a Metroidvania based on the Christmas Carol?
I'm afraid you're too late, Sean, but perhaps you'd be interested in Ebenezer and the Invisible World.
Are you kidding? Is she kidding? She's not kidding.
I don't know how React Andes do it. People say React Andy is an easy job. It's so hard not to tear into everything you see. Just watch and say, wow. I'm gonna try proper React Andy for a bit, for practice, for my future career, okay? Okay. Wow. Oh my god. That's really cool. Oh, yeah! Get him! Get some! Oh! Oh, man! Wow. Okay. Alright. Alright, it's too much. I don't like React Grubby. Me too. I can always tell when Grubby's faking it. Really? Been watching for a long time, huh? He took his hat off! Oh, it's going down. Oh, this looks good though. Okay, the graphics are insane. Is this in-game rendered? I'm being genuine. This looks great. There's no way this is in-game rendered. This is ameliorated, no? This looks super awesome. It's like those fighting games, like the German fighting game, the German name fighting game with the M, more, and For Honor and Chivalry, Mordhau, and Mordhau, For Honor, Chivalry. I like the look of this a lot. I bet I'd be super good at this. Play for free. Varhaven coming in fall 2023. Okay, I'm gonna wishlist that. That looked badass. Varhaven. All right, Tempest Rising. Let's go. That's Tempest Rising, right? I'm just judging based on the music. The graphics slightly lack definition, contouring, in my opinion. But I like the vibe, and it's in RTS. Real-time strategic conflict. D.O.R.F. That's D.O.R.F?
D.O.R.F looks phenomenal. Hey, Frank AI, as a mind
that looks
birth
really
from like
good.
everything ever written about video games,
I feel
I'm sure
like-
you've got an interesting take on it. What are your thoughts?
I feel like D.O.R.F, just like Tempest Rising, tries to get that CNC vibe, the Command & Conquer's Red Alert vibe. Since, you know, they're not making a new CNC. That looked great.
That's pretty moving.
I mean, graphics could be better,
There,
in my
Frank.
opinion.
Hey, what about Warhaven?
But it looked good enough.
Warhaven isn't just about clashing swords
I'll
and
probably
moments
try
of
that.
magic heroism. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and
Red Alert
uncaring
looked better.
universe.
Yeah.
Some
Maybe
wisdom
D.O.R.F
bears
doesn't have the same
proceeding,
budget.
right?
I don't know.
While I go sort out some unrelated gremlins in Frank AI's procedural critique,
Yeah.
let's
The
see a
gameplay
game
is
with its
everything.
own gremlins to sort out, preferably with a shotgun.
These creatures infernal. These perils eternal.
Oh my god, look at those
Lord,
graphics.
Heal me. Free me.
Even worse than Outer Wilds. One guy made this. I love it. Leaning into mediocrity. This was really cool. Yeah, I'm sold too. I always copy the voice lines from games. Give me one day with this game and I'm gonna sound like a Pokemon. Boba, boba. Weebo. I would do it for free, 8 counts. Adds a chance a bullet is not consumed by fire. This game is actually really cool, yeah? They couldn't zoom in more on the text. The letters would lose cohesion, Titon. Sulfur. Sluffa. Enemies die cool. Sluffa. Oh, sulfur. There is such a thing as making logos too unique. Sluffa. Is it Spore too?
Thank you for
Sailblazers.
believing in me. Together, we'll make it the best shop the island's ever seen.
+1 for the Scottish accent.
Nice work. Keep this up and you'll be running your own shop. Maybe your own district.
Welcome to Karzai Village.
What the fuck? Alright.
Sent you.
That was a cool twist.
Working for the outdoors.
It looked so peaceful until then. That's really good. I love it when they surprise you and upend expectations. Happy things, flowers, building, noodles, cooperation, promotion, bludgeoning.
We're going out on a date.
Oh, this is my game. This is my type of game.
Told her to calm down. I freaking told her. What are you gonna do?
Breaking news. A mysterious infection continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on? The infected, the wall.
The song was about you. Your smile. Your warmth. Is there anything we can do?
We just saw a broadcaster get eaten. I have to go. No! Defeating him now might make the wall fall on top of us!
But I can teach you a couple of things too, you know.
What's she teaching him?
We're all going to die!
What's she teaching him?
Wait for me! Goodbye.
I want to wake up!
It's not over! Not yet!
I love you.
Save your date. Save the date. Save the world. Eternites. Pre-order available now.
Eternites there, showing us that love is never simple, especially in the middle
Not
of
my
an
proudest
apocalypse.
wish list, but it could
I
make for good
sometimes get a little
content.
misty-eyed myself about a simpler time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love modernity. And sure, big tech's done some stumbling. I bet Mark Zuckerberg's probably a little lonely in the Matrix. But all I'm saying is the olden days had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own fields and treating everything with leeches.
Plowing our fields?
Not buying
I already
8 pictures
wishlisted
with weird
Eternites.
electric money. Luckily, though, video games can bring the medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had Frank AI activate her new reporter drone. Oh, it's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers. And don't worry, technically speaking, it's completely legal. I mean, this little guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown itself all the way out to Helsinki, Finland to meet the team behind the highly anticipated medieval must-play, PAX Day. Let's take a look.
I think only you think that, Bitterman. Razabor Castle Ruins, Snappertuna. Is this in Finland? Oh, it's like Age of Empires 4. They have real-world cinematics. Live action roleplay. Imagine this game is just about getting outside and meeting somewhere in the world. Like, it's not even a game at all. You
My
just
name is
meet
Reiner
people
Halvarsson,
somewhere.
and I'm the game director for PAX Day. PAX Day is an open world fantasy game in a living, breathing world which we can call home, where it's teeming with life, mysteries, and it's for you to explore. Imagine yourself if you are living in 12th or 13th century Europe. It's a very different reality. It's where knowledge has been lost and is getting rediscovered. It's where magic truly exists and ghosts exist and the myths are real. And this is kind of the inspiration we take to build it. It's basically going back to the roots of what fantasy means and building a fantasy world based on real-world mythologies. And so we go very much into the roots. So we're using a lot of medieval literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires, using real-world magic, actual recipes for healing and ointments, and using the real-world magical properties of plants.
I'm so into this so far because of his wonderful accent.
I'm Solkara. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Mainframe Industries. So PAX Day, maybe the way to explain it would be, imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful world. It's huge. And you find yourself in a forest, and your mission is to find a plot for where you start building a home. And from that home, you will go on to adventures to explore the world. So with the lore, we have wanted to create something that is fairly deep and rich and
Will this come out
grounded in reality, but
before
something
or
that
after
is
Star
actually not
Citizen?
a direct copy of any of the history. So there's multiple types of ruins. There's the dungeons, and you will be able to
This
find
looks real ambitious.
snippets of the lore from the eras when these were created in the game itself. And part of the lore and mystery is also part of in the gameplay itself. So you will be able to find and examine things, and actually then find snippets that help you find other places and make items in the game itself. And the area of the game that you will be able to play when the game launches is, we're calling it Gallia, and it's very similar to the areas of the world in southern France, with the influences from the Nordics where we're from. So what we're building is, we're calling it the social sandbox. We're putting the least amount of barriers to entry on how you can actually interact with other players. Where most MMOs actually put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate with the other players, and we're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with the other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a dungeon raid from the very beginning of you starting the journey in the game, should you find people who actually help you to do that. What we want to create an environment that actually really incentivizes people to play the game the way they like. And for some, actually just going out to the wood and cutting down the forest is something that gives you a sense of achievement, because you know the coal that you're helping to produce actually is valuable for the guild. Some people will absolutely prefer to just go to the dungeons. They couldn't care less about the coal production, but these players will still depend on each other.
It's
where
too
there's
bad that-
valuables to bring from the dungeon, there's valuables to bring from the forest, and even the
all
PvP
the best intentions can be abused. We've seen all the we've seen
available through the PvP, but they will depend on the other players as well.
griefing new players. I didn't say there's PvP, right? I like it so far. You know, they're gonna have some challenges with
The lore of Pax Day is very much
boosting.
inspired by real-world folklore and fairy tales. With, of course, the caveat that in Pax Day, this stuff is actually literally real. The interesting thing about folklore throughout the ages is that folklore are
Maybe
actually
Ringer's
stuff
there.
that is true stories, whereas fairy tales are fiction. And that's the distinction between the two. Folklore often, you know, handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things, but in the eyes of the people, you know, during those times, this is reality. This is real.
You know how
Ghosts
long
are
till
real,
Stormgate?
and, you know, this
7
is
more
not
AI
disputed
segments.
As, you know, any fantasy.
No,
And
I
this
don't
is what
know.
we want to reflect. So when you're walking in the forest during night, you will find these things. You will find ghosts. You will find the spirits of, you know, of the past. And the deeper you go, the more mysterious and strange it becomes.
I'm not
If
gonna
I
wish
cause
list
any
it, but I'm
existential
curious.
anxiety with my presence, it might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue
The
shell
team looks
from your
depressed.
favorite kart
No, they're
racer.
just finished.
I might be wielded to
It's a very
ruthlessly
cold
destroy
country.
hard-earned positions, but we
They're
can
very
still
happy when
have
they go to the
fun.
sauna.
Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice? Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart mayhem to PC.
They go to the sauna naked.
Here's Stampede Racing
All
Royale.
genders together.
Welcome to the Grub Show. Spliffy83, 1 month.
Hey, yo, thanks, Spliffy. Moving to Finland.
Welcome to the Grub Show. This Mintrick, 10 months. Greetings to Neil from Healy once again.
Naked saunas are not about sexualization, even if all the different sexes go together. It's about just stripping away all layers of society and enjoying a good skin treatment and good body, like just a good feeling. But it is funny if you think of that game just now, the anime game, just to troll the other occupants, pretending like you're turned on by one of the other people in the sauna, but you're just remembering that Weibo game that we just saw.
For Mars Horizon 2, The Search for Life, the art team is looking to balance style and authenticity to faithfully represent all the incredible vehicles used in space exploration.
Players will see familiar rocket launches and a host of historical missions, past, present, and future. The design team have consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how it feels to be on the front line of exciting interplanetary discoveries. Go to MarsHorizon2.com to sign up to our mailing list to be the first to play the game. We have an alpha on the horizon.
Frank, I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Path of Exile 2 in action. You know, being something of a Path of Exile veteran myself.
That's debatable, Sean.
What?
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community average.
But the time isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character builds in recent leagues and...
No, my build wasn't meant to be
they're
a fun
producing
build.
some troubling DPS simulations.
Fascinating. Fascinating, Frankie. But let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2, please.
AIs always have to be happy, huh? Did you see that?
Ziri could see this now. Ugh, disgusting.
Foul
creatures. You're mine! Vile abomination!
This is the Diablo 4 killer.
The stench. It's getting worse.
Buddha. July 28th. Find out more July 28th. Just more. You're not gonna play it yet, just find out more.
Hey everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the lead developer of the new action-adventure game Ferocious. I began working on Ferocious a few years ago, with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in timeless Lost World type of setting, combining over-the-top action with exploration and a sense of wonder.
Age of Wonders?
We were always inspired by mysterious places frozen in time, that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and its unique gameplay opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis.
It'd be cool if you could
the
make
flexibility of the Unity engine allows us to create unique
dinosaur.
solutions to some of the environmental features, such as custom water effects and realistic vegetation.
Love that sound.
Use a mix
Louder.
of photo-scanned and handcrafted assets to create a world both scary and beautiful. However, there are some things waiting for you in the jungle that we couldn't find any reward references for. So we had to improvise.
I want to
I hope
ride
you
a
guys are excited
brontosaurus.
as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game on Steam.
While From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with very big swords. Coming this October, here's your latest look at Lords of the Fallen.
Lords of the Fallen sounds like a fun game name.
In Lords of the Fallen, you'll explore two parallel worlds. The land of the living, where demonic knights and hulking monsters are trying to murder you, and the spooky Umbral Plane, where the ghosts of those creatures are trying to super murder you.
The Upside Down!
Using the latest Unreal 5 technology, developer Hexworks has layered these realities directly on top of each other, allowing you to portal to the Umbral Plane at will. Just try not to die in there.
They didn't have their own announcer.
Failure will be punished.
Adventuring in dungeons? Any idiot could do that. But managing an evil dungeon? Now we're talking elite.
Dungeon
The Dungeon of Nalbuck is feared throughout the lands of Fang. It is an avant-garde evil structure, combining tradition and disruptive innovation.
Wait.
And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most trained and prepared guards.
This is
the
just like
most
Dungeon
efficient
Keeper.
staff, the
It's
most
Dungeon
devious
Keeper.
monsters, and the most attractive treasures. Wait,
But like
we're on
a
camera?
cartoon version of it.
But wait, there's more. We have state-of-the-art production facilities.
What's
an
that
R&D
cooking
center,
game called?
B2C processes, and an efficient waste recycling system.
I wish this style would
Our
stop.
underlings- I mean,
This style ports to
fully
mobile
express
phone, and that's a big
themselves
market.
thanks to our
Yeah,
committed
this is
HR
like Dungeon
and
Keeper
peaceful
meets
social
Overcooked.
dialogue, and can enjoy the use of clean, safe premises. Hey, don't film that, or you'll be the one cut into shreds on the editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers. So they'll want to
That's
come
Dungeon
here
Keeper.
to get slaughtered and humiliated. To achieve that, you'll have access to guards, traps,
is-
and hexes. You'll also get to organize raids on nearby areas to provide me with treasures
This
and
is
relics.
just like Dungeon
Thanks to
Keeper.
your boundless devotion, I, Zangdar, will become the greatest warlock of the lands of Fang.
That's good. That's a good thing, because they're not
Looking
making
for a
another
job
one.
that gives meaning to your life?
I think
makes
Dungeon
the
Keeper
world
looks better,
a better
yes.
place? Then buzz off.
But the concept of it is a really fun game.
Sneaky. And
You
enjoy
make
a
rooms,
positive
you
work
attract
atmosphere.
adventurers.
Come take your chance.
Dungeon
I'll be
Master.
waiting for you in my office.
Dungeon. Well, they're not hiding it. I appreciate it if they don't hide it. Wait, was it this one? Nahul book?
あなたのことはしっかりと見てるわよ、探偵
Oh,
さん。
Japanese.
何せあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから。私に協力しなさい。
私に。
あなたの才は貴重よ。短い人生だもの。使わない手はないでしょう。時は刻一刻と過ぎていくわ。賢明な決断を期待してるわよ。
I've made my decision. sombra. Wait, the trailer looked better than the graphics. Mariachi Legends, now in development. Well, it has Muerta.
Are you alright, Sean? Our programming included a gunfight/dance sequence to promote Mariachi Legends, but your heavy
It's not
breathing
on Steam.
is indicative of exhaustion, panic, or that you are currently entering childbirth.
No.
It's not
Don't
on
worry
Steam.
about anything. Systems are a go. Our schedule is just packed with so many games.
I
Did
understand.
they say wishlist? It's not on Steam.
Notification. Day 9 has been updated to day 10.
What? You just can't replace me? Like, roll the system update back. I don't want whatever this is.
I'm sorry, Sean, but support has been discontinued for older versions.
Oh, they said in development?
What?
Okay.
What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host Day 9. The consequences of my actions.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
What's up, Frank AI? I'm Day 10. So, the latest
Hello,
software
I am
version.
Frank
I
AI.
suspect they're going to be at this for a while, so let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a strategy game. Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin while I do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start unplugging things. I'll just tell you when to stop. Just
That girl's really
Hello,
pretty. She's not
I am
real.
Frank AI.
It's an AI. You're thirsting after an AI. Anyway, alpha in-game
Commander,
footage.
there is the stench of death about this place. Not just from the Oryx.
Death comes for everyone. Eventually. Except us.
No, you're gonna die. Orcs are better. I'll make sure of it.
Fortify our position. We must claim this swamp.
Enemy sighted. Sneaky Dusty.
Sigma, give me strength.
That's cheating.
Time for a fight, boys. Protect the bastion. We need the loot.
All right, there's a score. There's scores.
Let's to a corpse. They always go.
Is it like 20v20?
Aiden, I will take the fight to the Auric Warlord. You hold here.
This feels like a massive multi.
Get it!
So this is Warhammer Dota? Steam, Xbox, PlayStation 5, Epic Game Store. That looks good. I'm gonna wishlist that. My curiosity has been piqued.
Wake up, sleeper.
Age of Sigma.
No, get out! They haven't finished it!
Slap him.
Oh, Sleeper's finished, aren't you? We had a deal, Sleeper. And yet, here you are, risking it all to try and break our contract to end your dependence.
Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit!
Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on, and while it rages, well, there's opportunity. I thought you were an opportunity sleeper, desperate, on the run, a hard worker with certain needs. I met your needs. I gave you a crew, lent you a ship, even hooked you up with a contract or two. And yes, I took my share. But that only seems fair. I invested in you. But then, you went and did this.
They're ventriloquists.
And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore either.
Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
This trailer's 7 minutes. Yeah, there will be Stormgate later. Ah, you guys knew that it's called Sleeper. I thought you were bored.
This is just the beginning.
I heard them say Sleeper, so Citizen Sleeper. Was it good? Number 1?
I have found no official case of death by FOMO anywhere on the internet. However, I would not suggest risking being the first case. Failure to watch the next section of this show would result in you missing amazing new content from Dread Pilots, Miasma Chronicles, Pathfinder Gallows Bar Survivors, and Parcel Core. But first, here's Critter Cove.
Man, graphics have really changed, though. Graphics keep getting younger and younger, even as gamers get older and older. Need games too. I guess kids would like this. Any kids in chat? You would like this. When we were kids, we played Doom. Yeah, I know. Some adults will like this too. Oh, there are no kids watching. They said the show was for mature audiences. They're advertising to the wrong crowd. No, that proves they think adults will like this. It'd be funny if someone's head got curb stomped again. Just like the other trailer. Someone bludgeoned from behind by a karate kick from up the mountain. That'd be such a shocker. Like drowning one of those characters in the sea. I want your noodle
If there was an award for being unbearably cute while also being unbearably fun, there is no question it would be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly. I mean, it's a strong matchup, but please.
It's a bit dark.
Winner.
I'll buy this for my kids that I have, not for myself. Right, but we've established you have them, right? Not Patyrus. These are for the real kids that you really have. Okay, that's fine then. I'll send you a copy.
Well, while AI might not have mastered the subtle art of ego boosting, it's already powering new ways to play. By teaming up human storytelling with AI assistance, the team over at Hidden Door have developed a generative spin on pen and paper role-playing. It is so tantalizingly delicious, I had no choice but to send Hardy's adorable all-seeing eye to check in on the project.
Three-headed thing. Oh, it went over him. That's my AI.
Hidden Door is a role-playing game where you and your friends come together. You can play in any world you choose. You create your characters, and then together you decide what kind of story you're gonna have. So the idea would be you've just read a book, you can't get it out of your head. Now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book.
I don't want to.
That you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed with a generative AI narrator. The way it works is that you come in, you choose the world you want to play in. Right now we have the Wizard of Oz, many more exciting worlds to come.
This music is elevator music.
You create your character, you decide the kind of adventure you're gonna have
like
by pulling out of your deck of story cards. And then the system creates a unique story adventure for you. And then you can do anything you want. It takes a lot of the joys of playing a tabletop role-playing game and
they have
brings them
machine
into a
learning
digital
conversation, but they don't have machine learning music that can go for more than a 10-second loop.
Dynamically based on what you choose to do and how the world and the story reacts to you. It's like an improv show where even though you might play the same cards, you
She
get a
sounds
different
nervous because she knows it's a load of
every
crap.
time. So you throw words in, it comes up with suggested things you might do, you pick something, and then it reacts to you. And then along with our AI narrator who plays the role
They
of,
drew
say,
lots who was going to announce this one, who was going to host this one, and she lost.
and you can do anything. And the system and the story will continue based on
Sell
your
it to them
choices.
so we can sell it to them.
At Hidden Door, we are working
fuck.
with authors and folks who make some really exciting TV shows and other media to bring those worlds into the platform. And the system supports anything fictional. So it does do science fiction, it does do fantasy, it does,
I played this
period
30 years
romance,
ago. It's called a
which you
mutt.
can think of as more relationship-based gameplay, in addition to sort of your standard action-based
Multiplayer
gameplay,
user dungeon?
or sort of dungeon crawl-based storytelling. While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you are playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI narrator and the story engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that. And the world changes around you and your character. You are
You
able
won't be the governor,
to
it's just a game.
meaningfully alter the plot of the entire world in a way that was never pre-written or pre-scripted. There's no limit to the number of characters you might encounter, the locations, or the stories you can tell in Hidden Door.
Don't destroy my dreams.
Today you can play Hidden Door anywhere you can access the web. So you can play on
When they
desktop,
said
you can play
you can do anything, I heard you won't want to do anything. I don't know. I feel like they should at least give you something to play. Otherwise I could just pick up the phone and call a friend and we can talk about anything. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe people will love this. No, I feel like they're using this to collect user data. I think the game is a front to collect user data. Can I say that? I'm not sure I can say that. Allegedly. We're safe. Stop it! Same shit. Stop it! Oh. I did say I think. I think we are not the target market. They're selling this allegedly. I think maybe potentially you could sell it. Sell the information you gather from the gamers for market research. Potentially. I wouldn't be surprised if it's free to play or like $5. This is the longest trailer so far for the shittiest game so far. That means there's a lot of money behind this. I'm not seeing it in the game quality, so probably there's some nefarious purpose. Allegedly, maybe, possibly. Just a joke.
Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your viewer rank or upgrade to a gold tier pass for only $9.99.
What are you
They
doing?
are called Hidden
I'm
Door, yeah.
incorporating lucrative
It's like they're
live
not even
service
trying to
techniques
hide
to
it.
maximize the show's profitability.
How would a battle pass for a stream even work?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards, like viewing the show's trailers 1.5 seconds early and boosters for viewer rank experience.
Look, I admire the initiative, but I think for now, let's just go ahead and table streams as service.
Sadly, major production decisions are only accessible for those who've reached viewer rank 80. You
I'm
can,
glad we
however,
saw that trailer,
unlock
though.
immediate
That
access
makes
to
this
1,800 short
not
votes
the-
purchasable for $9.99.
You made show production a battle pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Killzor 69 Blazed has just achieved viewer rank 58.
Oh, God.
I didn't say it. You were thinking it.
Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check out a new dungeon crawler from the Don't Starve devs at Clay Entertainment. Here's your first look at Dread Pilots.
What's this? From the makers of Don't Starve, Invisible. The later a game is, the better sign usually. It means they think that game is potential. Has people waiting to see the whole thing. They're gonna put some good ones in the start as well to keep interest in like interstitials. There's a lot of games about having a shit job at the moment, huh? There's none about being a streamer. Kemadactyl. That's a hard one. What kind of game is this? Dread Pilots. What is it?
You've harnessed your glove's power.
Hey, this is a dungeon crawler.
You want to find me.
Gotta find Mama.
You don't know what's making the miasma angry. And it's spreading across America, twisting this once great nation into a lethal wasteland.
We gotta help these people.
Tantalizing adventure. Miasma Chronicles is a must-play. How do they know? Pretty low FPS.
Maybe in the future.
Nice graphics, for the most part.
You will break through the wall and find me. And if you do, maybe I will tell you my secret. The revelations must be earned.
They played already?
Don't starve yourself with excitement for Dread Pilots, or you might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle.
A trailer that has like really bad FPS.
Good stuff.
Usually a bad
Next
sign.
generation. Coming up, secret facilities, bioweapons development, zombie experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management sim. And you are the evil CEO. I mean, I can't blame you for diversifying. That's just good business sense.
Oh.
Let's take a look.
Miasma Chronicles already came out. May 23rd. That's why there's already reviews. So they did an advertisement for a game that's been out for like 3-4 weeks.
And now, it's with great pleasure I introduce one of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories, Director Colin.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you who are starting your own franchises.
He's got a really
Today
big head.
I'm here to talk about building a thriving business. My apologies.
His head got
There's
smaller.
been a development that requires my immediate attention.
His head was sticking out over his ears in the frontal look, but from below it was no longer sticking out over his ears.
Director Coleman, sir.
So this is some kind of world where you can swell your head like a blowfish when you feel threatened.
Now, tend to your patients.
That's a really cool concept.
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir. Extent of the outbreak unknown. Next move, Director.
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
What does ETA 5 minutes? Oh, what does it mean? Nice voice acting so far. Edited to add 5 minutes, man. What does that mean?
Oh, hey, don't
I don't
you
know.
get-
The boss told me.
Director Coleman. Hey, man. Sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director. I'm all good. They have a cure upstairs. Right?
Sure. Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks, man. I mean, I was worried for a second there.
Got him.
I'm trying to run a business here.
Janine, get the marketing team and those rookies back on the line in 10. Oh, and an espresso.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Janine, can I get something from my head?
Of course, Director.
See?
Name
His
brand
head
only.
swells. The
Not
transformation had begun.
Quality control issues downstairs.
I told you guys, I pick up on these details that are really important later. Yeah, I'm kind of interested. I'm gonna wishlist it, see what happens, you know? Undead Inc. Seems pretty cool. We have no gameplay, but the vibe was good. World premiere. Oh, a lot of animation. Cartoony. Nandato! I've never liked games like this. I know I'm the minority in that. Platform games. They can be really good. I'm not shitting on the genre. I'm just giving my opinion. It looks good. Like, I think if I like the genre, I would like this.
Okay, hey, look. I've been looking through Frank AI's data log, and I found a file named Confidential, Game Trailer 44. Codename Omicron Delta November, _ final, final, and 2.0 _ revised.mp4. Now, it's important
It's the wrong
not
opinion.
to lose the
Probably.
trust of your AI assistant. So let's just watch it really quick.
Music games. Okay. I actually don't feel safe playing this. I know it's PC Gamer, they probably like signed off on it and stuff, but that was pop music, and that's scary. I don't know if I'm the only one that's gonna be muting it, but I'm just playing it safe.
You became an astronaut because the...
Of course they protected people watching, right?
No. Because I want to understand it someday. Or at least find as many answers as possible.
Well, there's always YouTube streaming. I'm only upset I didn't mute it quicker. This looks like a better graphics Outer Wilds.
Astrogator, we shouldn't behave here as if we were at home.
For a long time now, the cosmos has belonged to the one strong species. Humans.
Yeah, this is Outer Wilds too, isn't it?
So, there was life here before.
Or at least that genre. Mystery.
Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
It's nice so far. Outer Wilds is
Every
good.
mission ends in success, Doctor. We have to save what we can. Save.
Excuse me, misstarted this. Hey, I don't know. I'm the sum of my
What is
experiences.
there to understand?
No, I didn't finish Outer
We
Wilds.
have to destroy it.
Am I gonna finish it? Should I? It's been a while.
It means destroying everything.
Grubby said post-apocalyptic is running around. Yeah. I'm a barbarian. I don't appreciate every genre equally.
Coming up, we'll see a theme park builder that's
That
only
looked
days
good.
away.
What was it called again?
Releasing on PC later this week, Park Beyond is a spiritual successor to classics like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster
The
Magnate
Invincible.
9, Roller
Wish
Coaster
listed.
Altair 27, and Roller Coaster God Emperor 40,000.
Okay, let's not go off the rails. Look,
Release
as
date
fun
this
as
year.
the carnival is, we all know the games aren't the most balanced, because basically, carnies are OP. Luckily for you, our prizes are so much easier to win. Let's take a look at Park Beyond.
Do you perceive the invisible thread that connects us to each other? The emotions that unite us without us even realizing it?
Nope.
The desire to move forward, to surpass our limitations.
Fake gamer.
To take on challenges greater than ourselves.
That was
All
a model,
these
that was not a
feelings
gamer.
make us
He does not
visionaries.
game, he does not game.
Visioneers are architects who are dedicated to making their childhood dreams a reality, empowered to achieve the impossible. Architects who want to offer the world their most
My
beautiful
dad
memories.
always studied me while I was playing games too. He would proudly look at me, regarding me while I was gaming on the sofa on a CRT monitor. He would smile, watch me, backseat a bit, but never too much, just jokingly.
Become
I would
a
pull away the
visioneer.
controller.
Go beyond the fun.
Great memories. If they were real.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But, good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and/or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
When is Stormgate? I believe it's in about 3 hours. There's 1 more hour of trailers, then a 2-hour day 9 AI section, then Stormgate. Are you serious? No.
Evil
This is live?
stirs in the
I'm
depths
live.
of Gallowspire.
This isn't. This
Three
is
heroes
pre-recorded.
step forth to contain the darkness.
This is live, but it's
a legendary fighter of peerless
Planned.
strength and skill. A cunning rogue, full of deadly surprise.
What's this?
And a powerful wizard wielding the fury.
This seems like the kind of game that people will get super addicted
Together,
to.
they are destined to confront the hordes of undead.
Like Vampire Survivors kind
and
of
their
stuff.
deadly masters. Again and again. Attaining new heights of power and skill. But what hope have they to seal away the whispering tyrant? For surely there can be no hope of surviving Gallowspire.
Isn't Pathfinder kind of popular already? Don't people love this kind of stuff? Mostly positive, very positive.
Introducing Diesel Legacy.
Street Fighter 7.
Join the open beta now on Steam. 2 versus 2 action. Down, but not out. Local and online multiplayer. Real match. Worldwide rollback netplay.
They keep showing the same characters. Is there only 4 heroes?
Determine the fate of the Iron City.
There's only 4 heroes. Only 1 girl.
It's time we honor an overlooked hero, the noble delivery cyclist, powering the gig economy with their aching calves. Now, you might ask, hey Sean, are you just feeling a little guilty because you gave your credit card details to the AI assistant and now someone has to deliver the 57 parcels you ordered before you noticed? In short, yes. But if this next exclusive is anything to go by, we'll all be saluting the delivery workers of this fine nation, gosh dang it. Let's take a look at Parcel Core.
When is Stormgate? Soon, I'll go back to bed. Take your orange juice.
Hello, Inquisitive Fuhrer. My name is Will Barr, and that was an example of a micro teaser. You see, when you're shilling on behalf of an obscure video game developer like Billy Goat Entertainment, you have a finite amount of time to explain why discerning intellectual players, such as yourself, should be excited about being thrust into the exciting, high-octane world of
Parcel Core. That's right, escape the mundanity of daily life and slip into the spandex of one of our many colourful bicycle messengers. Embrace the gig economy and forget the security, stable salary and basic workplace rights less cool jobs offer as you race through town, weaving through alleys, defying gravity as you ride up walls, leap from rooftops, startle pigeons.
Well, it's kind of like a career in
game looks kind of cool, but the narration is
so yeah, really just the
and the live action is cringe.
But I digress.
They could have done a lot better demo for this game. Like generally, this kind of stuff is cool. You cycle, you ride walls.
Business in town, but be warned: a maniacal scheme is afoot that threatens more than just the business model our protagonists operate under.
It looks more fun than the pitch is.
So it's up to you,
like, they're probably
bicycle courier, to deliver this foot-long grilled chicken, cheese, and chorizo melt.
That's not grilled. That's not grilled. No. Oh, there was one of those bake-off oven breads, and they didn't heat it because they don't know how long the whole recording is gonna last. He ate it raw, guys. Anything for show business.
I'm Max from Grena Games, a two-man studio based in Sweden, working on the game.
It's okay. There was only lettuce on
currently
it anyway.
available
There were no perishables on it. But he just ate white bread. Dry white bread. He could have spat it out after the shot, though. Is this like Crusader Kings 3 for kids?
Welcome to Fabledom. Sorry about the pigs.
Not for me.
Hello, micro friends.
We have a new mission, soldier.
Welcome aboard.
That was not a game. They just advertised themselves.
Oh, don't mind Sean. He's just entering our PC Game Pass giveaway. We've got a bunch of 1 month subscriptions for new
Man,
members
this
to
chat
try
is
the
super
service.
negative about video games. I'm sorry, I'm their commander-in-chief.
On screen now.
I'll try to hype each one up. I think it's my trickle-down influence. Wow, it looks like a lot of work went into this one. Love the art style. Can't wait to see the gameplay. Oh yeah, platform game. I'm gonna play this with friends. I love roguelites. That's a lot of different levels. Let's play this together, chat.
Sean, before we continue with more exciting previews, I've generated a simple tactic to improve the show's revenue stream.
Well, yeah, great. Tell me more.
I've allowed viewers to pay a small fee for a bespoke on-screen shout-out. Got good 228, right? Great to be watching PC Gaming Show once again. Excellent work, Sean and Co.
Delete this message
and a little
when you copy paste it.
Seablades Paladins writes, did Sean actually fire his team? Dick move, bro.
Look, you have to understand that this show needs to focus on long-term sustainability.
Fired by Sean 23 writes, I have sworn the blood oath. My vengeance
Day
will
9
not be
isn't
denied.
old.
Okay.
I'm older
looks
than
like
Day
that's
9,
it.
Dr.
Our
White. I'm
shout-outs
not old.
feature is broken. I'm so sorry. That's going to be all for shout-outs.
I haven't logged any errors, Sean.
Well, I'm seeing red flags across the board, and it's a real tragedy. It just can't be helped. Just like I
He's
can't
not
help
old.
wanting to see more previews. And with that, here's Creepy Jar's new sci-fi survival game, Chimera.
I'm 1.5 months older than him. Creepy Jar. I like lava. No sarcasm. Looks nice so far.
Extreme temperature.
Supernova! The goggles do nothing! Alright, let's see which cockroach survived this. That's very hopeful. A lot of potassium in the ground. Chimera. I'm surprised I can even read that. The font is so... Oh, blue lava? Oh, what a cliffhanger. What's the blue lava? Alright, you know, a little bit of mystery, We see graphics, no gameplay. I have no idea what it is. I'm gonna read it.
In the lost Caribbean Sea was a captain mighty. Mordecai was his name. He succumbed
It's not
to
on
the
Steam
white
yet.
flame. His treasure was lost and his crew was tossed. Now is the day cursed pirates have their way. That's the life we live.
Always good to do a bit of stabbing.
When plans go astray, we find us a way. We put time to a stop.
Boy, that's a lovely sea shanty.
We're a cursed crew and parties are shared.
Yo-ho!
Soul magic restores our crew from before, yes, before. Black pearls in our chest, let us finish the quest now. This treasure we will find with our powers combined. Our worth we will show to our captain below. The Inquisition blocks our way. They see us as prey. Ignatia is their leader. You do well to exceed her. The treasure she pursues across the ocean blue. She'll conquer the brine for her grand design.
Conquer the brine. I like that. It's a good trailer. What was it called again? They should have shown the name twice. I lost the name. Shadow Gambit. It doesn't hurt to wishlist. That was a good trailer. They deserve it. Brutally realistic. drive for hours without meeting a soul. Do stunts that no one is watching. Championship! You're the winner by default, there's nobody there.
XO Rally Championship might be racing
It's like my
its way
first
across the
ESWC
stars.
qualification.
Already
I showed up, nobody else showed.
Into my heart.
I won the trip to Paris.
Anyways, if you're not aware, I've got something of a history with the real-time strategy genre. And funnily enough, at labs like DeepMind, those same RTS games just so happen to be a valuable testing ground for world-leading AI research. Curious. Can it be just a coincidence, then, that I'd end up the kind of man to name himself an AI visionary? I mean, probably. But what's no coincidence is my excitement for the eagerly anticipated RTS
toasted.
from former Warcraft and StarCraft devs at Frost Giant Studios. It's Stormgate. And today, we don't just get the chance to get some exclusive first look at some Stormgate gameplay, but we're also joined by Frost Giant's president and game director, Tim Campbell, here to tell us exactly how Stormgate will delight all minds, artificial or otherwise. Thanks so much for joining us, Tim.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Now, I've been following Stormgate for years, but for those of us who haven't, what is Stormgate?
Stormgate is our modern take on the classic real-time strategy game formula. It's what we think of as a spiritual successor to franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Command & Conquer. And real-time strategy games are the type of game where you can control an entire battlefield. So this classic RTS formula includes harvesting resources, building sprawling bases, commanding huge armies on the battlefield.
What is it about Stormgate that's new?
We believe that the RTS genre is something that should be enjoyed by players of all skill levels. And so we've put a lot of effort into making sure that Stormgate feels good, whether you're a pro with high technical skill and you love competitive play, or whether it's something that you just want to be able to relax with and experience a story.
Now, Tim, I understand that you brought, for all of us, but in particular for me, a present to show today. What are you going to show, Tim?
We are going to show gameplay from the pre-alpha of Stormgate.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that we are big believers in at Frost Giant. We want to share this current state of the game today.
Let's take a look. Oh, Tim, I'm so excited. And right away, this looks like an RTS. Tell me what we're seeing.
This is the classic start to a 1v1 match. What you're seeing here is the human faction as they're sending workers out to harvest resources. They're starting to construct buildings. They actually build them by 3D printing them from the ground up. And you can see them now starting to train troops so they can have an army that goes out in the field to fight.
Yeah, and I mean, right here, we see in the corner coming up, this looks like a scout unit?
Yeah, that is literally a cybernetic dog with laser eyes. It is called the Scout, okay? It's designed for early game. It's a unique unit to the human faction.
Right.
And you can see him now running through the base trying to see what information he can find out about his enemy.
Yeah, I mean, scouting and information is such an important part of RTS games.
It really is, and this is something that we've embraced early game. The Scout unit has been designed so it can actually sense units beyond its sight radius. So it's
awesome.
especially useful early on.
So we're heading into what looks like the first engagement of this game.
That
what are we
forest,
seeing?
not everyone can
What
walk
we're
through
seeing
it.
right here is the Red Scout getting surprised by a group of blue troops coming through the Light Forest, which is a new terrain type and a twist on the tactical battlefield here.
And how do these Light Forests work?
The Light Forest lets smaller units move through them. They have concealment. It's allowed Blue to raid Red's base, in which case Red is barely getting a turret built with their speed building from their workers, a human faction advantage. And they're about to pop out a couple extra defenders here from their mech base.
So we got these huge mechs, and I mean, just visually, it looks like they are countering the heck out of these blue infantry.
Through, right?
But can these red mechs fit through the forest?
No, they're too big to go through. They're heavy units. They're designed to use their chain guns to go through groups of enemies, but they can't fit through the Light Forest, which Blue knew and used to his advantage.
Bullets, yeah.
Okay, so we're in mid-game. This is normally where you make some big tech decisions. What's Red up to?
You're seeing Red commit to a tech path that gives them big battlefield mechs and air units like this evac.
And it looks like they're just dropping right on top of Blue, who is killing a chicken? What's the chicken there, Tim?
That's a giant chicken with a Viking helmet on it. Use your imagination. Stormgate's in pre-alpha, and that's art that we haven't gotten to yet, but imagine it as a big Mad Max Raider.
It's the most threatening placeholder art for now. And I see Red diving onto Blue, and hey, picking back up into the air transport. That's some classic high-level micro.
It is, and it's really important for Stormgate that we maintain a high skill ceiling so that players can express themselves on the battlefield by maneuvering and how they interact with the battlefield.
And here we have the final fight of the game, and it looks like Blue is coming up against those mechs. Red is trapped on the other side of the trees.
Oh, you can destroy the forest.
Wait, they can blast through them now? And Blue's dodging these enormous shots, and we can also see Blue swarming in from both sides. This is not looking good for Red.
No, it's pretty grim. Red is on the ropes right here, and they've been outmaneuvered. They're caught in the corner here between two different forces coming in with a mobile pincer.
Man, and of course,
there's the GGs.
The most classic ending to an RTS game, GG. Get Tastosis on that stat. Outside of 1v1, what's coming up for Stormgate?
What you've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more in store. We're going to be revealing a bunch of stuff about Stormgate the rest of this year. We're introducing new modes. We have a 3-player versus AI cooperative mode. We have team-based competitive modes. We're going to be sharing information about our storyline and campaign. We have new factions beyond the humans that you just saw today.
But Tim, what if I want to play the game right now?
If you want to play the game as soon as possible, you wish list Stormgate on Steam and you go to playstormgate.com to sign up for the beta. We're starting closed testing in July.
Once again, go to Steam and wishlist Stormgate.
1 month.
Tim, thank you so much again for joining us, not just to talk
Closed
about the
testing,
1v1 footage you shared, but the future content plans of Stormgate. It makes the RTS players' dreams come true. Which might not be your dreams. I mean, your dreams might be filled with gloriously grimy Deus Ex-inspired sci-fi fisticuffs with a fiendishly Star Wars vibe to it.
I don't know the monetization model.
If so, get a load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
Any more Stormgate? Will you test it? I've already played it. I can play it again. They're very busy, obviously, but they said they'll make space if I want to play it again. But it's not streamable yet. I'd be playing it pre or post stream. I'm not the hugest fan of the aesthetic of the graphics. I think Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 1 look better. But I don't think graphics are the most important thing. At least not the aesthetic of it. I think the most important thing is that it's legible, aka you can read what's what. And that looks pretty good. I think that's way more important than pretty graphics.
Welcome to the Grubsters.
The graphics may still change as well. Yeah, like the chicken with the helmet is also a placeholder, right? Graphics can be changed, but the gameplay engine and so on, it was legible. You can't say the same for Reforged graphics. Warcraft 3 graphics, though, I think are very legible. Though people that haven't played Warcraft 3 don't know what's going on as much as you would in StarCraft 1. But that's more the complexity of all the different spells than it is a graphical fault. Is the gameplay good at this stage? All I did is move units. I spent like 45 minutes with the developer in a private play session. All I did is move my workers around. I didn't even build my base and built an army. So I'm gonna have to check how good the gameplay is later. I just tried stutter stepping, body blocking, surrounding, and breaking free from body blocks. That's it. Oh, and I tried the economy system. So you saw there was like 2 resources, one that had a cap of 12 workers and one that had a cap of like 4 workers. The one with 4 workers, the way that it worked at that time was like, it's like your Vespine gas equivalent or your lumber equivalent. If you don't mine it, it enriches, and then it becomes worth more when you start mining it. So if you haven't been mining it for a bit, it becomes worth more. And if you're constantly mining it max, it's worth the normal amount. So you get like a kickback when you suddenly start it, as if your first workers are like mules. But that's, I mean, there were reasons for it, and they may not keep it, but that's how it worked back then when I played it. And then the one with the cap of 12 was like diminishing returns, like StarCraft minerals are diminishing returns. So not like Warcraft 3 gold mine. And the reason that that's a fun thing for RTS is because it forces or stimulates you to take new bases rather than always max saturating one base. It creates conflict on different places on the map. And then there's also creep camps that, while you don't have heroes that get items and XP, the creep camps are additional objectives, just like Dota 2 map has additional objectives. Why do you want them? Well, they can give like gold, maybe power-ups, I don't remember that exactly. They can give like gold or vision or stuff like that. I don't remember what it was called. The equivalent of gold, anyway. But I mean, everything can still change. Everything can still change. I liked it. I liked the first play that I did. We'll have to see and wait to see more. In a month from now, you can play it apparently. So, if you get accepted into the beta, right? Is closed beta streamable? I don't know. Guess we'll know soon. Since it's closed, it might not be. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there's more games. I'm gonna update the title. Stormgate revealed.
Moment, Matt Jack. Wishlist now.
Imagine following Stormgate. We're right back to stuff like this. When is the full game release date? We don't know. Is closed beta only for content creators? No. They're looking to get a number of people in, which are just plebs and nobodies. Hey, that's me? Great. Question mark. I'm in.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and/or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
I don't have an orbital cortex.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech on display today. It's just a shame our viewers at home can't get their hands on some of that bleeding-edge hardware.
Your concerns are both unnecessary and convenient, Sean.
Wow, content creators were fast. See a bunch of people uploading videos about the 3-minute gameplay. Yeah, we were all allowed to pre-record a YouTube video, and then the embargo lifts after the show. So if I had been a harder working YouTuber, I would have had that ready right now to release as well.
But let's do some truth-telling of our own and hear what Alienware is offering the folks at home.
Alienware has been a part of my professional life for a while now. From the games you play to what you do for work, that's very hardware intensive.
When using Alienware, you get a performance that is very, very difficult to match.
It doesn't have just the kind of like generic gamer look to it.
Literally everything I do is powered by Alienware, and it just makes me so happy.
He didn't look happy. I would be so happy to have an Alienware PC. Well, I would
Don't
be.
miss your shot.
I don't have it yet.
Alienware giveaway goodness. Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe this? We got an Alienware M18 laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor for the fine price point of $3? Oh, it's enough to get anyone's blood pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a
Sponsor
network
me,
of predictive
please.
algorithms and generative software. I am fundamentally incapable of belief.
Look, I understand.
I also don't have blood.
But
Would you like me to procure blood, Sean?
God, no! Absolutely not. Anything but that. Let's move on to literally anything else. So, what's next? Well, this is a little awkward. Let's have a look at some incoming DLC for Vampire Survivors. Ooh boy.
This game was so big.
What
Maybe
if we gave it a spin?
Still is. I hate losing HP in games like this. Like Hades. Everyone's out to get you.
Golden Devil, Cosmic Finger.
we are only a couple months out from the full release of Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm gonna play Divinity Original Sin 2 in anticipation of this, guys. I'm doing a full playthrough soon.
Thinking of running like a
Same maker, Larian.
mage tank kind of vibe. And wait, Frank, can you generate like an awesome character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff and like blasting spells like that. Can you like give me a sample?
First time. I've never played Dust 2 before. I'm gonna start it like tomorrow or Tuesday.
Oh dear God!
This was generated
and then I'm gonna
in
play
seconds,
Baldur's Gate
while a
3. Yes,
professional artist
absolutely.
might take hours, if not days.
Yes, that is true. It's hard to tell this wasn't the work of a trained professional, but
I haven't decided
do you
solo
have any
or
professional
with group.
artist work? You know, just to
Or
like
Tuscan.
compare.
I do.
I've never
Thanks
played
to the
Divinity.
YouTube animators extraordinaire.
I'm really looking forward to
Here's
it.
an original animation for Larian's Baldur's Gate 3.
Let's go.
My fellow adventurers, the road to Baldur's Gate has been long. We have fought cultists of a strange new god, battled packs of fearsome gnolls, and gone toe-to-toe with creatures from beyond this plane.
Strange way to
Today
open.
we faced our greatest foe
Since
yet.
they have better graphics
He was
than
just
this.
so strong. And I think his blood was acid. I'm not sure how that even works, like anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100 arrows.
No, first I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not, for I will keep my eye out for him.
Please don't. Even Lae'zel's puns are more amusing.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this foe. Somewhere within these twisted swamps dwells a hag who possesses a potent potion, an elixir that could grant us the ability to converse with the creature. However, attaining it will
I don't know why
necessitate
they
a
use
trade.
this trailer.
spleen.
Steel your nerves, friends. I will now attempt to reason with the creature. Most mighty beast, though you defeated us once, we have returned to seek
If you
your
never see
guidance.
BG3
Impart
gameplay
your
before,
knowledge upon us.
you would think it's a
Teach
game
us
like
the
this.
source of your power.
Oh, it has really good graphics. BG3. No, it's charming. I get it. I just can't get over.
Frog? Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed. You know, ever since the hag turned me into a frog, I've been down in the dumps.
It's meant to be funny. I get it. They should have just said, not the real gameplay. This is very entertaining to me. Good. There we go.
Cities are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different, so you have to be incredibly creative. Given that the name of the game is Baldur's Gate, the city was really going to be the thing that people were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have all the components together, and if
Their
the mix
names
doesn't
are
work,
epic too.
we start over.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And that was a very interesting day.
You
One
must
of the
gather
things
your party?
That's done is it's brought a level of believability and immersion and also complexity that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism.
No more party
and it
gather.
really, really felt good.
It's been able to
You can
look out
just
of the
venture
window
forth.
and see down the city slope, so you're seeing down toward the docks, and you're like, one of my teammates might be down there. They might be running around down there.
We worked on it as a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you just start adding layers and layers.
We can put lots more of the city onto the screen than they could
This
in
is going to be
1998.
really good.
So we can do something that is more immersive, richer, has more texture to it.
It feels like you are walking around a place where there are lots and lots of people living their actual lives.
You have crowds that This is are gonna walking be around, really, can really talk to good. pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's very alive in that sense.
Every person that you meet in Baldur's Gate has got a story to them.
I played the early access of this
All
3
the
years
things that you
ago.
have done up to the city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion
It's
of
still in
everything
early access.
just gathering there.
We actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met, through all these situations that
he's
you've
Dutch.
been through.
all the stories that you have been following, all the decisions that you've been making, they all come to fruition in that lower city.
And the great thing is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, this place is on fire, and then you can throw petrol all over it.
During production, we felt like the city was our destination.
We spent, I think, 3 times, 4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the feeling of walking in there is just fantastic.
You have this constant jostling of things that are very much of the real world, and then you can indulge in the completely fantastical.
And then when you walk into the city, the noise of everybody talking to each other, the knowledge that everywhere you look, you can go there and you can do something, the knowledge that you can fly through it, it's great. So the thing that I was the most afraid of when we started making this game turned out to be the thing that I'm the most proud of.
August 31st! We just got the release date! Wait, did we already have the release date?
Larian Studios
August
breaks
31st.
the classic RPG series out of a 2-decade retirement.
That's really early.
When Baldur's Gate 3 finally releases on August 31st.
We already had it?
Up
Okay.
next,
Still.
we're forging ahead with more
Pog.
fantasy as flame-headed fighters face ferocious foes in a co-op action roguelike.
I'm really looking
After
forward
all,
to that.
what's a roguelike without an onslaught of algorithmic terrors? I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately. Anyways, here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
Ember Knight sounds familiar. No, I don't know it. Early access 1 year ago. Very positive reviews. It's like, looks like Secret of Mana a little bit. Good music. Am I gonna play Hades too? I think so. Yes. Yes, I am.
We can be heroes.
That's what? That's 5 weeks from now. Can someone tell me what's going on? Just some random ads. They're announcing Dota 3. Shock reveal soon.
What?
Yeah, you missed Stormgate. What did you say? Still better than Kanye. Are you joking about Dota 3? Yeah. This is not dubstep, is it? This is alright. Dubstep is worse, usually. More broken records. This is not dubstep. I know dubstep because I know that I want to stop
Would you
listening.
like the endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth extraction horror
This is Grubstep.
Macabre? In Macabre, you and your friends will team up
All
to
them
confront
other ones, I
interdimensional
snubstep.
terrors, venturing deep into unstable time risk tasked with uncovering the source of terrifying anomalies. A great way to enjoy the outdoors. Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early access.
Yeah, you missed Stormgate, guys.
Not even one bar, there's nothing. I can't get in.
What was that?
I forgot to mention.
Stealth extraction
there's
horror.
like a super weird, scary thing getting around inside the rift.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Have you ever heard a bear sound like that before?
I've never seen a bear before.
You guys look lost.
What an idiot thinks it's a bear.
Freeze to death out here.
We're gonna be fine.
Suppose you're looking for the lodge.
Macabre.
Here, take this. I call it the atomic space shifter. If anything goes wrong,
Not that it will. I can pull you back out. A lot of folks have come up here looking for answers. It's weird. It's like time runs differently here.
Guys, I think I found something.
We gotta find the others, dude.
Found him. Are you okay? It's gonna be fine. Just walk to the same place where. Ah! I never get these people. They're waiting for the axe to come swinging again. It's almost like their behavior is influenced by the story that the developer wants to tell.
This is it. This is the key to... Ah, you're alive. Ready to go back in?
If someone is dead, don't look down at their body. It's what they want. Yeah, it's just like my movie Blair Witch Project, exactly. Jump scares still work on me though, but that one was way too obvious. I went for a walk with my dog, still no Stormgate. Oh, you pitiful fool, you missed it.
Before our son died. We were wrong.
About what? I missed the first part. Could you repeat? Wrong about what?
Thousands of us answered the call, rallying to save those we can. Every one of our ships, a ray of hope. Captain, it is up to you to find us a new home, so we can plant the future seeds of humankind.
Just wrong overall.
Copy. Plotting course.
Everything.
Sector locked in.
What do you mean we? I wasn't wrong. This looks fun so far, though we don't know what it is yet. Seeds of humanity is a nice clean euphemism. What do you mean?
Soft landings, Captain.
As great as Earthless looks, it makes.
I'm gonna wish this.
How are we in the real world
I
gonna
want to
fare
know
when
more.
our big, beautiful sun enters its twilight years?
Even though I don't know what it
Me?
is.
I'm optimistic.
Oh.
Who knows what
Oh
we'll
my god, it
achieve
looks
by then.
nothing like the
Every
gameplay.
billionaire-funded space rocket that detonates moments after takeoff is one
It-
more
it looks
step
nothing like the
on
trailer.
the winding road of progress.
Okay.
Up next, tie on those togas and make merry with fine wine as all roads lead to this newest city building. Here's a first look at Nova Roma.
Jesus. Oh, they pulled the wool over our eyes. We were wrong, indeed. Now I get it, the opening line. Is this Northgard 3? My yawn wasn't part of my stream persona. That was not my official opinion on this. Nova Roma. This looks like that game you played with your brother when you were little. You mean Fantasy Empires or Populous 2? An epic survival strategy. Did they say card game? Yeah, it did look a bit like Populous, I agree.
Great War
except cartoonish now.
All
Everything
we
is cartoonish
is
now.
to return home.
Ashbourne Games. THQ Nordic.
To the newborn Czechoslovakia we fought for.
Guns.
Brothers and sisters.
Inspired by real events. I don't like real events. I always think, yeah, I mean the war genre is not for me.
This part of the journey
I don't like
would be
any
the
games
most
with war in
difficult.
them.
We still hope to see our home once again.
I do play Warcraft. I have to reconsider my opinion.
Endless snowfields of Siberia. Through territory disputed by the Red and White armies.
Warcraft.
By armored train in a harsh winter. Far from our loved ones.
Warhammer, yeah,
Outnumbered by enemies,
I did play
we fight
5
to make
different
our way.
Warhammer games.
Surrounded by wilderness, we manage in order to survive. This is our last chance.
This is a
Our
bit like
last
Jack's
train
Alliance.
home.
But then the setting of Company of Heroes. Ah, Commando, yeah, I played Commando before. Commandos was really good.
Will you lead us?
And Horde. Lost Train Home. Wishlist now. Yeah, Commandos was really good.
Pairing squad tactics with historic inspiration, Last Train Home is based on real events in the aftermath of World War I. However, historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers travelling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History is clear on one thing though. Puppets can't be trusted. As proof,
She's
watch
wearing a green
as Sesame Street
turtleneck.
meets survival horror in My Friendly Neighborhood.
Hey Gordon, it's Kyle.
Or Suit.
I know we're dropping this on you last minute, but we need you to head down to the Sunrise Street studio lot.
Imagine if they surprise drop Heroes of Might and Magic 8.
Last night and started broadcasting that old puppet show over the news. You need to turn that thing off. You gotta get this done, man. Bye.
The last job of the day is always the worst.
3DO returns.
Bring up the lights. The neighborhood is coming to town.
Hey, stay back!
This is VR, right?
Let's do this.
I hate this. This is a good time to go for a toilet break.
Yeah! Oh, I think I ended early. Can we go back to the beginning?
A sprint victory and points up for grabs right here.
Push as much as you can.
Grubby.
Can they push more, I wonder? They can't afford to sit back and relax now.
Are we in trouble or not?
Right back in time for my favorite genre. Racing.
I push now, thanks for my push now.
And McLaren with a great overtake. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Hey, Frank AI, how are the metrics looking? Are we like doing numbers?
We're attracting considerable viewership, Sean. However, I've identified a simple program.
Thanks for watching this show, Grubby. Now I know I don't need to buy a PC this year.
Well, hell yeah.
You don't have a PC?
Ah, cornering the VTuber market. Smart, very smart. I'm just not really sure this is my vibe, but since we're on a time crunch, let's see what's next for Subnautica Likes in Space with a trailer for Breath Edge 2.
Welcome to the Grubster. Lugex, 12 months. Wishlist Stormgate guys.
I feel like it's getting better though, the Day 9 Frankie Awards segments. Like it at least blends in a bit with the flow. Even if I'm not super paying attention.
Oh.
That sounded like a doogie in a toilet. This shorter, yeah, that too. The game's getting worse. Everything is relative. I'm just finishing this. I'm finishing this just like Moist Critical finished Golem. Completionism.
Man, there are so many great video games in this year's show. Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It is finer than gravel, but coarser than silt.
Yes. But it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage across alien deserts.
I don't understand that sentence. Would you like to hear more about sand types?
1.
Oh, no need.
1.
I'm about to know plenty. Let's take a look at sand.
Coarser. Was that tasteless? Sure. Oh, nice. Easy told me. What's his accent gonna sound like? Texan. Sounded not very Texan.
Завітайте в Лазуровий порт.
На здоров'я.
У нас найкращі пляжі, готелі та ресторани. Файно! Замовлю собі багатського м'яса та пива.
Ну здравия!
А ви що, хлопці?
Ну, раз ми ліпші, то попали себе шампанським і морським оленем. А ти ж, Петро?
А я, як завжди, маленьку бану ще хочу.
Йой, то ж ресторани не корчма.
Може ресторан бути найліпшим, якщо бану ще немає. Що ти крошкерися?
I like it so far. Yeah. Okay. Might as well wishlist it. Doesn't hurt.
we have reached the end of this year's
Card
show,
game
and we're
check.
saving something very exciting for the end.
Not a card game.
Awakening, the survival MMO adaptation
No, it's
of
a
the
shooter.
classic sci-fi series. Frank AI, what have you got for us for the big finale?
If you like, I could fill the room with sand.
That's a little literal, don't you think? But what if we had, like, costumes? Oh, dude's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments. Oh my God, I could dress up maybe as like a giant sandworm.
It will require 3 million teraflops of processing power to render you as a sandworm,
Wild
Sean.
Wild West.
I mean, don't worry about it. We can skip the costuming. It's just something that like Frankie and I used to do. Like, not you, like the real Frankie with the fun hair who's not a computer. Oh, man, there was this one year where she was a shark. And then, and she was like a mech pilot. And I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just forget it. I'm living in the past. I shouldn't even miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right? Frankie Ward?
Do you still want to do the costumes bit, Sean?
I want to do the dress up bit so bad. I'm sorry I tried to fire everyone and make money with computers.
Shut up and put the costume on.
What the fuck? He's Harkonnen.
Would you do the honors?
Honestly, good choice.
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's more sought after than a suitcase stuffed with spice and
No,
orange.
he's not the
Let's do
worm, he's the
awakening.
Harkonnen. I love it. Are there a lot of hornets, or are they drilling a new hole in the table? Who would I be from Dune? I would be, what's Tom Holland's girlfriend's name?
My name's Joel Bylos.
I'd be
I'm
that
the
one.
creative director on Dune Awakening.
I'd be
So
teaching
Dune
the new
Awakening
ones.
is a survival,
Zendaya.
open
I'd be
world,
Zendaya.
massively multiplayer game. It is a game where players are invited to explore the world of Dune. They involve themselves
FPS
in
check?
politics, they involve themselves in intrigue, they involve themselves in combat, they have to survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe. So when Dune Awakening begins, you are a castaway on the planet in the deep desert, and all you have is a knife that you've made out of scrap metal. And you need to creep into enemy camps and knife them in the back and steal the water from their still suits. By the end of the game, perhaps you're running a guild. You have a fleet of vehicles, ornithopters flying in formation, sandbikes cruising across the desert beneath them, tanks kicking up a cloud of dust as you drive to a spice blow in the distance in order to harvest with your guild. And you see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you clash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming. That's combat in Dune Awakening.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening. You start out in the desert, surviving, clinging to life, and in the end, you might become someone like the Baron Harkonnen, and then you try to cling to power. Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. Surviving on Arrakis means that you need to prepare for sandstorms, you need to find water, it's a constant threat against survival. The sandworm, every time you try to cross the desert, that sandworm will come. You will sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may not.
Would be fun to play hardcore then.
Dune Awakening is built upon a foundation of 5 pillars. Survival, which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game. It's water discipline, it's the surviving the sandstorms that sweep across Arrakis. Then we have politics and intrigue, which speaks to the faction gameplay of the game. It's about, siding with one of the factions, thinking about how they work together, perhaps assassinating members of the other factions. Then there's infinite exploration. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is how the world changes over time.
There's 237 different dungeons, and they all look like a sandy dune.
The sands shift, revealing new points of interest, hiding others, making the game renewed every week. Then we have combined arms, Combined Arms is our combination of vehicles, melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat experience. And finally, we have expression and customization, which is really more than just talking about like the visual expression and customization, which of course we have armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about play the way you want to play. Do you want to be a trader? You can do that. Do you want to be a fighter? Of course you can do that. Do you want to be a spy? Maybe that's the gameplay you're looking for.
This may work if it is a very, very popular game. Otherwise, they're gonna need to use bots that masquerade as players.
Parts. We think of them as survive, protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself and you're clinging on to life.
If Asmongold plays it, everyone's gonna play it for a bit.
You've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you, so you try to build defenses and make sure that your base is in the clear. Then, in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff as well, and you might want to take their stuff.
But is it fun?
Then, in the control phase, you may find yourself
I wonder if they ever asked the
or
question.
even the leader of a guild. Then the goal is to control the flow of spies on Arrakis. However, you're never safe. There's always someone lurking around.
They didn't mention any fun.
You really trust your second in command.
I wonder, sometimes you can be so deep into development, like very bad FPS by the way, but
whenever you get into combat,
you can create all kinds of cool challenges.
Try to get it over with quickly, because not only are you fighting human combatants, but the planet Arrakis itself is the greatest protagonist there is.
I think Sand doesn't have to be boring. I really liked Dune the movie. They did a great job with it.
Show it was. And what a lesson for me, honestly. AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus would think it can replace the human touch. I mean, you'd have to be an irredeemable bozo, like a real human dumpster to pull that.
So that's the end of Frank AI? You are getting the band back together?
I mean, yeah, if we get another show next year, then yeah, you betcha.
If?
Well, you know, Dakota, you guy's pretty smart. I mean, I think he's actually the CEO now of PC Gamer and all subsidiary publications and IPs. I think he's got some really great ideas, but he also caddies for some very influential people on the golf course. Life comes at you fast, I guess. Either way, see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Her voice is not in sync. They're doing the Ludwig outro. Okay, bye. Thank you. Subscribe. Bye. All right. See you later now. See you later. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Subscribe.
Camera speed. Hold on. My lips are sweating. Okay.
Welcome
here it
to
comes.
the Grub Stirred.
Okay, here it is. Everyone quiet on set.
Benny
Here
Moth,
it comes. This is a big
16
moment.
All right, cool.
Grub Logan, you're a Twitch goat. Grub Grub.
Yo, Benny Moth. Thanks, dude. All right, cool. That was the PC Game Show with Stormgate, Baldur's Gate 3 as the peaks. Oh, my three favorite, I think, were Stormgate, D.O.R.F, and Baldur's Gate 3.
If I continued reading on
Did I forget any amazing ones?
Imagine that.
I think those were my three favorites. I wishlisted like 10 games.
Here we go, one more time.
Let me see what was my list. Let me check. Where do you check your wish list? Profile.
Shoelace. No! It's solved. I solved the problem. Talent took care of it by itself.
Steam wish list.
I'm ready. Tell me when. If there was an award for
Where do you find your own wish list?
cute while also being unbearably fun, there's no question it'd be down.
Under store? Okay, store. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Now, I've been following Stormgate for years at this point, but for those of us who aren't me,
So what did I wish list? The Invincible, Hades 2, Dune Awakening. I'm actually going to remove that. With Godthorn. Hey, it's not in order. Eternites, Sand, Tempest Rising, Nivalis, Lords of the Fallen, Shadow Gambit, Frostpunk 2, Starfield, Spellcraft, Homeworld 3, Age of Sigmar, yet another fantasy title, Dungeon Master, which is like Dungeon Keeper, right? Stormgate, Earthless, which is actually a card game. Alright, we don't have to remove it yet. Undead Inc., Warhaven, Warhammer, Space Marine, Rogue Trader, D.O.R.F, Real-Time Strategic Conflict. And I think that was everything from today. The rest was all from before. And some of these were also from before. And cool. I didn't wishlist everything. Just anything I could potentially be interested in. Sulfur, where? I don't think I wishlisted Sulfur. Yeah. Must be a reason for it. Cool, that was it. Well, if you enjoyed this, then subscribe. Sub to the Grub, and I'll see you guys next. And let me know any feedback if I maybe should. My feedback to myself is probably if I think something is not going to be great per se, I should tone it down on the shitting on the game, like really early on. That would be my feedback to myself. It's really hard though. Like, just don't say anything, and don't do like a sardonic stare either. But it's really hard. So that would be my tip to myself. Just watch, because sometimes I may think like a game is less like, and then people are like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." So I'm shitting on hobbies, which is cringe. Yeah, for real, Ponycats.
Welcome to the Grubsters. Swamp cardboard.
Yeah, it's my opinion. I should hide it sometimes, I think. But I was also genuinely excited about a whole bunch of games. So yeah. Anyway, sub to the Grub. See you later. Thank you. Bye.